Hi, this is Gareth Noon.
And I'm Chris Gould.
From Serpentine, and you're listening to Ramzine.
Ramzine.co.uk. I'm at Hard Rock Hall and I'm with Serpentine. How are you guys today?
Very well, thank you very much.
Good, thank you.
How was your journey here?
All right.
Slightly treacherous. We decided it would be a bit stupid to drive all the way up from South Wales to North Wales because the road's 0 degrees outside, so we drove to Wigan last night, stayed in Wigan and then drove over, so a bit of a over-the-top journey.
It was driving in -2, it's not very nice.
No.
Did you have to play a show last night or did you just come straight from home?
No. We stayed with our manager last night, so crashed there and then got up early this morning.
Ruined his house.
Yeah.
So how?
Out the window, everything.
Oh, that's a shame. So how's your 2012 treated you this year?
Sorry?
How's 2012 treated you? Has there been like a highlight or anything?
Really good.
Yes,
tour. White Widow.
Yeah,
was a massive highlight.
Yeah, that was a big highlight. The tour earlier in the year. Just finished the tour with Romeo's daughter, which was really cool, and played a charity event last week, so we're all nicely warmed up for Hard Rock Hell. So yeah, should be good. Nice. This is our last gig of the year, so nice high to end on.
And we've got to finish off the writing of the album this year as well, because we've been doing that all year at the same time. So.
Yeah, that's obviously the next album's our first album with Matt, who's come into the band after Tony left after our second record, so spent the year writing the bulk of that, make sure we get it right, because everybody will judge us on the next record. So, but yeah, it's been a good year. Thank you very much.
So you guys are playing like home turf in Wales. Like, how does it differ from playing like other places? I mean, playing in Wales is.
We've only ever played Wales once. This is our second time we've played it.
Yeah, we've played
the North a lot.
We've played countless amount of gigs now, and we've played in Wales one time. We put the tour together with 10 in White Widow earlier this year, and because we were organising it, we said, right, we're definitely doing a gig in Wales this time, because we started, our first gig was in London, we ever did, and we just seemed to played England, we played Wales, we've now once, but we played England loads, we played Germany, we played Spain, we'd never been to Wales, so we played Wales earlier in the year.
And we played Scotland once as well.
We played Scotland once as well, yeah. So we're finishing now with Wales for the year, so it should be good, but we've never played to a North Wales crowd, so we'll see.
So you haven't played like a festival up in Hard Rock Hell before? You haven't played here before?
We've never played here before, no.
You guys are in for a treat. It's going to be awesome. So you're planning your third album. Is there any pressure for the third album after the first two? Because you've had really good reviews on like the last one.
Well, I suppose there's a little bit of pressure, but we're just writing whatever we come up with and hoping that people like it, basically.
It's good pressure because you want every album to be better than the last one. But as I said, this is our first single with Matt, who we've done all our gigs with, but obviously the first album was with Tony Mills, who played here with TNT last night. So yeah, it's going to be a different record, and we're co-writing it with Gary Hughes from 10, so it's going to have a different flavour to other records. But yeah, it's a bit of pressure, but it's good pressure because we know this album has to be.
And we're going to take our time until we get it right as well. Hopefully next year.
Next year, yeah.
So you said it's the first album with Matt. What kind of influence does he bring to the band? I mean, does it mean that the album's going to be a bit different from the last ones because you've got like a different sort of?
Well, I think it's going to be a bit different because we evolve as musicians. As
he brings chaos to the band.
He brings chaos to the band. Yeah, this tea would have been over me by now.
No, Matt's. I've said Matt's the only singer we've ever played with live anyway. So a lot of our fans now, especially in the UK, have sort of warmed to the fact that right, Matt's the voice going forward. He's obviously any singer's going to be a little bit different to the last one, but no, he's brought a really good vibe to our live show. And I'm just looking forward to him having his own material to sing live because I think that will bring even more to our live sort of situation as well. So I think it'd be good. It will be a little bit different, a bit dark, a bit heavier than the other two albums. But yeah,
he's got a very commercial voice. He's got a really nice voice, and a lot of people absolutely love it. You know, when it comes to shows.
He's probably a little bit more accessible vocally than our previous singer. So yeah.
So how do you like decide? How did you pick him? How did it come about?
Blind luck.
Sue Ashcroft, one of our co-managers, she knew him and said, I think we've got an ideal singer for you. And we were looking, because obviously Tony was going to leave the band, and we just had the audition with him. And
it took a lot of pressure off, actually, because when Tony announced he was going to be leaving was while we were still sort of finishing off the second record. We were really lucky because, as Chris said, one of our co-managers basically said, look, I know this guy, he's really good, he sang for Foreigner's Journey, who's actually back singing with now, so you know, the right kind of influences. And we tried him out for an audition and he sounded great, and we were like, instead of auditioning loads and loads of guys, we were like, well, the audition was so good, we're going to have to snap this guy up now before somebody else comes along and goes, actually, we'll have him as singer. So,
how many bands could say they had one audition for a singer and got the one there?
You don't think you rushed into it or anything?
Probably did, but no, he was the right choice.
Yeah, it felt right, so we just went with it. Go with your instinct, you know.
Yeah.
So have you guys got any advice for any sort of up-and-coming bands at the moment? Because you guys have done really well for yourselves so far.
Don't expect to make too much money.
Yeah, don't expect that. Yeah,
we've actually been really lucky because we've been in some awesome shows. I said we played Rockfest in Madrid last year. We played Heat Festival in Germany last year. We played Firefest last year. We've been invited to play Hard Rock Hell now. We've been invited to play Hard Rock Hell AOR next year.
Playing with bands we love.
Yeah, playing with bands we love.
So you've seen Free multiple times.
Yeah, that's always good. But things have progressed really nicely. So I just say, keep doing what you're doing, and if you work hard, you rehearse really hard, you get your stagecraft together, then it'll keep snowballing and things will keep getting bigger and bigger, and that's what's happened for us so far. So that's good.
And thank you so much for joining us today, guys, and enjoy your festival.
Thank you very much.
Thank
we
you
will
very
do.
much. Thank you.